Good morning, dear students. Myself Isaac from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering going to handle artificial intelligence for you in this semester. Okay, so I am going to teach you artificial intelligence in the 6th semester. So this is going to be the first class of artificial intelligence. So I just want to share an overview of artificial intelligence, what I am going to teach you in the upcoming classes, that is the 5 units of artificial intelligence, what I am going to cover. And also I will be giving you an outline, an intro to artificial intelligence in today's lecture section. Okay. So let's get into our topic, artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? Actually, if you see, artificial intelligence is said to be a study of how to make a machine to do things at which human beings are better. So this is the definition of artificial intelligence. I repeat, artificial intelligence is a study of how to make a machine do things at which at the moment human beings are better. So just assume like I have made a robot, or just assume like I have a mission. Assume like this is a mission. Okay, so this mission is developed by me. So I want to make this mission do certain things at which actually the human beings are doing. So whatever a human beings are doing certain things, those things you can make a mission also to do. So that is the actual concept of artificial intelligence. I repeat, I have created a mission and now I have resembled this mission in such a way that it does a thing that human beings do. Okay. So now if I ask you a question like whether washing machine is a, it has artificial intelligence concept, whether washing machine has an artificial intelligence concept? Yes, it is artificial intelligence. Why? No, it can sense the water level that is present inside the washing machine. Now it makes, actually a washing machine, if you see, it has a drum, machines, belts, all those things are there. But how does it work? No, it has a board, motherboard is there. In that motherboard, human beings have programmed in such a way that it can control all those machines present there. So that is artificial intelligence. Whether AC that is present, air condition that is present, artificial intelligence? Yes, it has applied artificial intelligence. It can sense the room temperature and it can control itself, right? So likewise, whatever the mission the human beings have designed, we need artificial intelligence to automate it. Okay, so nowadays the biggest hype in the industry, that is software industry, if you see, is artificial intelligence. You would have heard this word. Actually, this artificial intelligence is not new. It has been existing from 1956. But nowadays, the people are doing more and more research on artificial intelligence. They have used this artificial intelligence in mobile phones, in televisions. It can decide itself by knowing the interest of human beings. Okay, so please remember the definition of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a study of how to make a machine do things at which the human beings are better. Okay, so that is how the artificial intelligence definition is. Now, let me give an overview of what I am going to teach you in 5 units of our artificial intelligence. So our artificial intelligence subject code is CS8691. And we have 5 units under our artificial intelligence. So the first unit is all about introduction. So definition of artificial intelligence, I will be teaching you like what an agent is, right? Of some examples like real-time examples, some toy world problems. So basic examples and intro to the concept I will be teaching you in our unit 1. So it is about introduction to artificial intelligence. So the second topic is problem solving methods. So when you take a mission, we need some kind of algorithms to make a mission to decide on certain things. For example, if I am standing now in Pondicherry College our Nagarkoil of course, and now I need to reach Vettinimadam. So can you suggest how many possible ways are there from our college to our Vettinimadam? How many possible solutions? Of course, you may say 3, right? Am I right? Yes. So if you see, you can take either Sushisha Road, or you can take the Channel Road, or even you can take the left hand side, like you can take the Erachakulam Road, so that of course it is the longest path, but of course you can reach Vettinimadam. So there are other subways also in such a way, you can take and reach the destination. So now, how artificial intelligence can applied in this problem, that is choosing the shortest path. Okay, so you would have learned in data structures like breadth first search, depth first search. So there are many shortest path algorithm which can be implemented as a programming inside these missions. So that we call it as artificial intelligence here. Okay, so inside these missions, in order to choose the shortest path. If you assume myself as a robo standing in Pondicherry and I need to choose a shortest path to reach a Vettinimadam, then I will be using either Dijistra's algorithm or Prim's algorithm. So whichever the algorithm is fed into me, so that mission will be using those algorithms to choose the shortest path. So these kinds of concept algorithms that can be implemented inside a mission, I will be teaching you in the second unit, that is problem solving methods. So basically there are only two. We call it as uninformed research and informed research. Okay, so detailedly I will be teaching you in unit 2. Now the third one is knowledge representation. So when we talk about knowledge representation, I would just like to recall a movie Robo. Right? Of course, we had Endran 1, Endran 2, Robo version 2.0. So if you see basically in Robo version 1, the first movie of Rajinikanth, Endran. So if you see, you would have watched like a mission that is given knowledge initially by the one who created it, by Rajinikanth, right? So he used to give like, programming codes. You could have seen that red chip and blue chip that is fed into the mission. So initially some knowledge is given. Then later on, by its experience, by interacting, by the things that happen in the real world, it gains more and more knowledge. Okay. So here, knowledge representation plays a major role. So assume again myself as a robo, I see here a computer lab in front of me. Just by seeing it, if I leave and I didn't store anything into my brain, so no use of it, right? There won't be any knowledge. By just seeing, visualizing, and if I didn't save anything into my knowledge, then that is of no use. You cannot process further. Okay? So likewise, a mission, when it captures an image in front of it, it has to convert those images into the knowledge of that particular mission. So this process I will be teaching you in the third unit, that is knowledge representation. Basically there are two types of knowledge representation. One is propositional logic and another one is predicate logic. So here I hope you would have studied discrete mathematics and you would have studied digital systems. So there you would have come across logic, right? Truth table, and many theorems you would have studied. So those mathematical concepts can be implemented in this unit 3, that is knowledge representation. Okay. Now the fourth unit is software agent. So after giving an intro, after explaining, after I explain about problem solving agent and about how to represent the knowledge, now we come under a agent. So agent is the one that it gets the input from the environment and it is going to return something. If I am an agent, I hear what you speak and I act with my help of my hands, my mouth, my legs, I can act on the environment, right? So I'm going to detailedly teach you about what are the concepts that resides under a software agent. Agent is nothing but a mission, a complete artificial intelligence mission. So what are the concepts that can be inserted inside a software agent? I will be teaching you in detail in unit 4. And the last unit, that is applications. So in the 5th unit, I will be teaching you the applications of artificial intelligence. So where this artificial intelligence can be used. See, if you see nowadays, there are many, robo speakers like Amazon Alexa. Have you heard about Alexa? So whether it comes under artificial intelligence? Yes, it comes under artificial intelligence. So how you can say that Alexa is an artificial intelligence? So if you see, when I speak, it can recognize what I speak. If I say Ponjasli, so it recognizes the words clearly as Ponjesly. So if I ask a question to Alexa, it recognizes the question and it gives me the answer. So there they use the concept like speech recognition, as well as you can convert the speech to text also. So text recognition is also there. Okay. So likewise, I will be teaching you in detail about the different applications of artificial intelligence in pursuit of natural language processing, that is text and speech recognition, how the information is extracted. So all those things I will be teaching you in detail in unit 5. Okay. So I hope you have got a clear view of what I am going to teach you in artificial intelligence in all this 5 units. Okay. Right. So now let's start our artificial intelligence class. So as I said, I will be teaching you a very basic in today's class. So what is artificial intelligence, and I will be teaching you the concepts, behind the definition, in what ways we can define the artificial intelligence. So if you see, please recall what I have taught you in today's class, the definition of artificial intelligence. So what is artificial intelligence? It is the study of how to make a machine do things at which at the moment human beings are better. Repeat it with me. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the study of how to make a machine do things at which at the moment human beings are better. Okay. So now this artificial intelligence definition can be actually represented in 4 different ways. So if a system is acting like a human, then it is said to be artificial intelligence. If a system is acting rationally, what is rationally? So rationally means taking a wise decision, a good decision. For example, if there is a pit and if you want to cross over the pit, so what will be the better option? Either to walk over the pit or to jump over the pit. What will be the wise decision? To jump over the pit, right? So taking a good decision or a wise decision, you call it as rational. Okay. So if a machine acts rationally, then you call it as artificial intelligence. Similarly, if a machine thinks like human how he thinks, if the machine is able to think, then it is said to be artificial intelligence. If a machine thinks rationally, thinks wisely, then again it is said to be artificial intelligence. So there are 4 categories of artificial intelligence. You can define artificial intelligence: act like human, act rationally, think like human, think rationally. Okay. Act like human, act rationally, think like human, think rationally. So these are the 4 different ways you can define the artificial intelligence. So now I am going to make it more clear about these 4 definitions with some examples. So now the first one, act like human. So if a system is acting like a human, then you call it as artificial intelligence. So Alan Turing, in 1956, he has proposed a system to check whether a machine is acting like human or not. So that test, you call it as Turing test. Okay. So a system that is used to check whether a machine is acting like a human or not, you call it as Turing test. It is named after Alan Turing, who actually designed this test. Okay. So in this Turing test, you have actually 3 rooms. You call it as A, B as well as C. So there are 3 rooms, A, B, C. In a particular room, you have a person. you have a person in one room, you have a machine or a computer in another room, and you have a questioner, a person of course, or it can be even a machine. You have a questioner, the one who asks questioner in another room. So now the questioner is going to ask few questions in the form of either voice, that is through speaker, or in the form of printed form. Okay, so the questioner is going to ask a question to the person as well as to the computer from his room C. Okay, so maybe like who is the Prime Minister of India, what is the color of the hair, or what is the color of the sky. So like this, few basic questions will be asked by the questioner to the person as well as to the computer. Now, if both of them have finished their exam and they are now giving back their answers to the questioner. Now, the questioner has two answers in his front. But if you see, if he is not able to differentiate which answer is given by the person and which answer belongs to this computer. So he has two answer sheet in his hand and he is not able to differentiate which answer was given by the person and which answer was given by the computer. So in such a case, you call it as a machine is acting like a human, because the questioner is not able to differentiate which is from a machine and which is from a person. So the machine is acting like a human. Suppose if a person, if that questioner is able to differentiate, this is the answer that is given by the computer, see, it is wrong. So likewise, if he is able to differentiate which was given by a computer and which was given by a machine, then the machine, it fails to act like a human. So to find a machine which acts like a human, Alan Turing has proposed this test, that is Turing test, to identify whether the machine is acting like human or not. So this is a very important question. Basically, they may ask it for 2 marks. It has been repeatedly asked in many Anna University question papers. Okay, so Turing test, where you have 3 compartments, a person, a questioner and robot sitting in different rooms. Questioner is going to ask question to both the person as well as the machine, and he is getting the reply back. If the questioner is not able to differentiate which answer is from a person and which answer is from a machine, then the machine is acting like a human. Okay, so that is act like human. Now let's get into the second one, that is act rationally. So act rationally, here you are going to use rational agent approach. Already I have told you, like, rational. What is rational? Taking a wise decision or a good decision. So in your textbook, they have given a good examples, like, when I was like, walking on a road, on a big road, like, from a long distance I saw my friend. Okay, so it is an example that is given in your textbook. So when I was just walking on a road, I saw my friend on a, on the other side of the road. Okay, so what will you do when you see your friend? Of course, when you see your friend, immediately, when it takes, after a long time, when you meet him, immediately you will try to cross the road and, reach the other side of the road to meet your friend. So when I was about to cross the road, what happened is, like, a flight, Boeing flight, it was just crossing between we both, my friend and myself. And if you see the door of that Boeing airplane, if you see, it fell down in between us and it start catching fire. Okay, so it is burning actually. So what will we do as a human being? So I was about to meet my friend after a long time. When I was trying to cross the road, actually there was a fire accident because of that air crash. Now there is fire in front of me. On the other side I have my friend. What will you do as a human being? As a human being, you won't risk your life by crossing that fire, right? So if it is a mission, it also have to think rationally. It has to take a rational decision, wise decision. Similarly, when you just, crossing a road, second example, when you are crossing a road, I saw left, there is no vehicle. I saw right side, there is no vehicle. But when I was about to cross the road, at a longer distance, I started hearing a horn sound. So at the time, what you will do? You will just simply walk again? No, you have to turn back and you have to see whether it is at a long distance or it is in a shorter distance, so that you can take a decision accordingly. So acting rationally, that plays a vital role in decision making. So that these concepts, you call it as rational agent approach. So the example which I have taught you about, like crossing the road, a Boeing flying crash, all those things are given in the textbook. You can use the same examples which I have taught you. So first one is about the Boeing flight when I was about to cross the road. The second example is about the horn sound of a truck while crossing the road. So these two examples you can illustrate while explaining acting rationally. Third one is thinking like human. So how to make a machine think like a human? So this is a very important task. If you take an Yendran in the initial part, the villain as well as the hero, both of them would have designed a robo of different kind. If you see the robo that is created by the hero, that is Rajinikanth in the Yendran movie, it seems to obey all the orders. And again, whereas if you see in that movie, there is a part where villain will be giving a command to his robo, which he created. You come forward, the machine goes back. It was not able to obey the orders of the owner, that is the villain of that movie. Okay. So what was the difference actually? What was the difference? Then and there in the movie they use the word neural schema. So the program that has been inserted to do the job of a human brain, neural schema. So that was a vital one. So the villain was not able to develop a code in such a way that it can make a machine to obey the human orders. Okay, so that was the problem. So how can you make a machine to think rationally? So in detail I will be teaching you under unit 3 how it is possible. So now I just want to give an example like GPS. GPS is nothing but general problem solver. So how to create a general problem solver? So if you see, first if you want to make a general problem solver, you have to study the human mind, how human beings think for a particular situation. If a problem occurs, how he thinks, how he handles the situation. So first you have to study the human mind and then you have to create a knowledge accordingly. Okay, or you have to take a decision accordingly. So that is an example for general problem solver. So first you just study the human mind, then you write the coding part to design a particular system. So that you call it as think like human. You have to think like human and you have to design accordingly. And the fourth one is think rationally. So think rationally, if you see, it is called as laws of thought approach. So you're thinking rationally. So for example, if you have a text like artificial intelligence is a computer science paper. Computer science paper. So this is the first sentence which I have in the knowledge base. And the second sentence, like all computer science papers are easy to study. Okay. So I have two sentences in the knowledge base. AI, artificial intelligence, is a computer science paper. All computer science papers are easy to study. So these two things have been fed into the machine of knowledge base of a machine. Now, if I ask a question to a machine like whether AI is easy, if I ask this question to a machine, what will be the answer? Okay, so directly AI is easy or not, it is not there in the knowledge base of the machine. You have two sentences stating like AI is a computer science paper and all computer science papers are easy. There is no word like AI is easy, right? So the mission has to process what is present inside its knowledge base and it has to act or it has to give a decision like how human thinks. Okay, so here you use the concept of logic. If a human being, what you will do? AI is a computer science paper. All computer science paper are easy. So of course artificial intelligence is easy, right? So as a human being, you use logic and you decide. So like this, the mission also have to think and it has to take a decision. Think rationally. Okay. So these are the four other areas how a mission can be called as artificial intelligence. So if a mission is acting like human, if it act rationally, think like human, if a machine thinks rationally, then you call all those missions as artificial intelligence. Okay. So this is about an intro to artificial intelligence. So finally I am winding up this class with one more small definition, that is intelligent agent. So again in the upcoming class I am going to teach you about what agent is. Okay, so the definition of agent, I am going to give you more examples of agent, but intelligent agent, if you see, it is the one that gets the input from the environment. So what input, what is around me? By knowing the case of the environment, and if it is taking a decision, then you call it as an intelligent agent. Okay, so the one that does a best job by understanding its environment. So the input from the environment it gets and it does the best job, best output it gives, or it does an action based on the environment, then you call it as an intelligent agent. So in the next class I will be teaching you in detail about this agent and what are the types of agent, some examples of artificial intelligence of agent, and there are 4 types of agents. So all those things I will be teaching you in the upcoming class. Okay. So finally I would like to wind up this today's class. So in today's class I have taught you an overview of artificial intelligence, all 5 units. What I am going to teach: introduction, problem solving, knowledge base, software agent, and applications wherever artificial intelligence can be used. And I have given you a definition of artificial intelligence, and I have given you 4 categories of artificial intelligence, like act like human, act rationally, think like human, think rationally, and I have taught you what intelligent agent is. So of course I will be explaining in detail about this in the next class, and I have also taught you about the Turing test. So this test is proposed by Alan Turing to find whether the machine is acting like human or not. Okay. So in the next class I will be teaching in detail about agent program and its types. Okay. Thank you.